Ladies and gentlemen, I have tried to make a couple dozen videos in the last 4 or 5 days. We are getting majorly suppressed. I am currently banned from lives for absolutely God knows what. It is getting really harsh for creators these days. It is very, very important that I remind everybody to follow your favorite creators, your favorite information channels on different platforms. They're putting in new rules for TikTok. One of the new rules I'll read all the rules on a video. One of them is you can't talk negatively about any politician. Any politician. We'll see how that holds up because, we know how negatively about any politician basically stands for Trump and the Republicans. Until Trump's pissed off at a different Republican, then it's no holds barred and everyone's fair game. Well, on the Republican side. Anyway, we have the National Guard being sent to the streets of Washington, D.C. months ahead of the midterm elections, with Donald Trump is planning on losing, which is why he tried to force Greg Abbott, which he is actually obliging to, like a good little communist soldier, to create 5 more congressional seats because he knew damn well he was going to get his whooped. So they're doing careful redistricting because they can. Now they're doing this and calling for a special redistricting session because they're only supposed to redistrict after the census is done every 10 years, which is why Donald Trump and the administration wants to do a special sentence. And while you're at it, you could add all these type of questions like, are you illegal? And if you are, you don't count. All of those types of things. So all of that information is being fought for in different battles. And if you're not paying attention to it all from the big picture, you won't recognize how many of them go hand in hand. And once they are hand in hand, the strength that they build, because little tiny chunks of these laws have been chipped away at, that there's nothing to block them from doing any of those things. Which brings me to the most important part of this entire video. Despite the suppression, despite the fear, despite the anger, despite everyone losing our minds because it is a shitstorm of craziness out there, we have this very same algorithm blocking out a 2.5-week music festival at the doors of the Ice Ice Baby concert. And all over this country, music festivals are popping up. It is music festival season. It is a beautiful thing. So when you have the paranoia of that not coming to our feeds because it's getting blocked, unless, of course, we're being good little patriots and we're sharing it anyway, we have the automatic built-in community to let each other know that it's going to be all right. We're not alone. They want us to think we're alone. They want us to think we're weak and we're the only ones bitching about this and we're upset with this. They don't want to know that all over this world, there are music festivals popping up for the same purposes that we are upset. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can always be contributing, even if it's just calling our senators, calling our congresspeople, and saying, hey, do you realize we're still getting the festivals going on worldwide? We know it's just not being televised. So we're changing the channel. And TikTok, with the new rules coming in mid-September, go to the other platforms. Follow all your favorite supporters, all your favorite creators. And please support them in any way you can. But we know as creators that we're all kind of struggling right now. So what we ask of you is to stay active, to stay vigilant, to stay diligent, stay educated, and be kind. Because no matter what our political sides are, we are all in this together. And we can hope that the true America First actually does take hold of those red hat Republicans, or just Republicans. Because America First is how it should be, not Trump first. That's where they screw it up. But I have faith, because the pain always makes people wake up, whether they like it or not. God bless. Stay strong. Stand shoulder to shoulder. And don't you ever give up. We got this.